We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with John Barber with Barber Cabinet Company. And John, thanks for joining us again today.
Yeah, so excited to be here.
So I love the home that you have taken us to because it's very unique in its design.
Yeah, I really wanted to show you this one because it's very indicative of some of the trends that we're seeing. You know, white is still popular, but this perimeter is more of an off-white accent color on the island, of course, but a little bit more of a historical vibe. So it's a stain on hickory, a little bit more of the traditional components, but still very on trend for 2023.
And I've noticed when I came in here, she's using a lot of darker tones. So are you seeing that coming back?
For sure, just the richness of color is very timeless.
So she had very specific goals when she created this kitchen. What are some of the things that she wanted to incorporate into the design?
Well, I think a lot that you'll see, or maybe I should say not see, is, you know, big stainless steel appliances. So we paneled the refrigerator, the dishwasher panel. You kind of don't even know where the appliances live. The paper towel holder is very functional, but that can be a little bit of an eyesore. So that's actually behind the pull-out trash can front, which is a very functional and unique feature to the island.
And she had a lot of inspiration online from social media accounts, and she would take pictures and send them to you.
She did. And so, for instance, if you look at the pull-out tray rack, that's not technically how we would normally make it, but she found a picture of the way that she wanted us to build that. So we sent the picture down to our shop and fabricated it according to the photo that she provided.
One of the things I love so much about how Barber Cabinet Company works with their clients is that you work really hard to customize what their dreams are.
No question. I mean, that's the beauty of working with a custom cabinet. You can come in, bring your ideas, you know, and our little slogan is blending your ideas with our experience, which is really what we try to do.
So talking about ideas, I noticed that the island is very unique as well in the way it's designed.
Yeah, I love the stained hickory. You'll see that also on the master vanity, which again, it just adds that historical richness that kind of anchors the kitchen space.
And she brought that into the laundry room as well.
Correct. The laundry is really neat. So we actually used a wood knob on for all of the hardware. So the bases are the stained hickory, and then the uppers are the white dove that you see on the perimeter in the kitchen here.
And speaking of hardware, that's kind of a last thought many times when you're putting together the cabinets, but this homeowner had a lot of fun with their hardware too and made it a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about that historical component. So we've got the wood knobs in the laundry. You see some of the cute latches on the sink base. So really was not an afterthought on this job.
Well, the great thing when you're planning your dream kitchen or laundry room or even your dream master bath with a custom cabinet company like yours is you do go room by room, item by item, and everything's planned out in advance.
Correct. And even like on the hickory stain, we put a few different stains on sample boards and can really go through that process of what's right for each home, and even within the home, what's right for each room.
And John, that's a great example of how you work hand in hand with that homeowner to figure out the best color for the design of the home.
Right. I mean, this is actually our 75th year of business. So we just really know what it takes and have a lot of experience when it comes to working with homeowners and making sure that the space and those colors are right for them.
So what are some of the other trends that you are seeing coming into 2023?
I think, as I mentioned, white is still popular, but what version of white would be the question. So you're starting to see more warm whites. The accent wood tones are much more rich. So the white oak is still very popular, but you're starting to see on those accent pieces more of the richer, darker stains like you see behind us on the hickory island.
John, one of the other things I noticed in this home is she uses beautiful blue colors with her cabinetry. Is that something that you're seeing a lot of?
I think so. Gray was a very dominant accent color the past few years, and I think you're starting to see more rich blues and greens take over that space, especially for vanities and secondary bedrooms. And then in the kitchen, white is still a very dominant color, but the question being what white. So you're seeing more warmer whites like you see behind us here. This is almost more of an ivory.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's just amazing all the different things that you can do in different spaces of your home now with cabinetry.
No question. And you've got the really rich color and stain on the island. White oaks are still popular, but this is a very dark stain on hickory, so it really anchors the space well.
John, everything about this space was extremely custom, and you really worked with the homeowner to create this look.
Yes, you'll even see mixed metals with the gold light fixtures and gold hardware, and then the polished on the pot filler and the stainless on the range, but everything really pulls together nicely. We're so fortunate to be able to work with great builders. Meridian Construction, David Weiss was on this house, and Kim Justice, his designer, does a great job.
Well, thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.